2024 has come to an end. This year I made the worst financial decisions of my life. Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Dan, and Arcane continue to take me hostage. An Italian metalcore band stained the canvas battled it out with Korean R&B singer DPR Ian for my top artist of the year. And Transformers reached the 40th anniversary, dropping Legacy's best arc, United, and the only film that can rival Your Name as my favourite, Transformers 1. So, what are my favourite figures that I've bought this year? Well, before we look at them, I'm changing my usual format. We are going to start off with my 5 honourable mentions, then move on to my top 3 non-Transformers purchases this year, and then my top 20 Transformers of the year, as I have bought too many. Over 130. My wallet needs to breathe before Japan next year. Rules for my selections. This is my list, so these are my opinions. This also means that not every figure on this list was released this year, as it is my collecting journey. So, shall we start with honourable mentions? These are in no order at all, just what I wanted to put down first. Generation Selects Autobots United 5-pack. A wonderful pack, with great moulds and fantastic colours. This would have made the actual list if my first Shellbreaker's arm didn't just tear itself off. Oh well, that's Starscream's problem now. United Hotshot. If it was in red and white, this would be in my top 10, but it's a great figure of a great design. The Sigma male of Hotshots. Rudo 1 Megatron. This was just wish fulfillment, as I've always wanted this figure. It's strange but absolutely worth the £40 I paid for him. Comic Edition Flame. I thoroughly enjoyed this figure, but due to just getting him and his boyfriend on Christmas, I couldn't have him in the top 20. Blockies. Every Blockies, because I have all the regular Galaxy versions, but if I had to pick just one, Sentinel Prime. He feels great, looks fantastic, and he's Sentinel Prime from TF1, the sexiest robot alive. Plus, you can get Gojo'd, just like the film. My top 3 non-Transformers was easy as I didn't get much. The Jujutsu Kaisen manga. I have read all of the manga. I am not satisfied with the end, but the build-up was fantastic and kept me hooked. I just think that's because Gege fell out of love with the story, but he did do his best and it's fantastic. Number 2, Nendroids. It's hard to pick just one, but I've put them all here. Apart from Makima. I will never forgive you, but you're the greatest villain ever. Power and Denji are so cute together, making the perfect trio with their older brother Aki. I will never forgive you, Makima. Oh yeah, Kobeni is here too. Chozo is the only non-Chainsaw Man one, and has got to be the cutest. So edible. Number 1, my knockoff Gojo and Gato lookups. Like the Nendos, they are adorable, but unlike them, they cost £15 together because they're bootlegs. I have taken them to uni with me and had them sit and participate in my illustration lectures. They are a brilliant purchase. Now, the real reason you came here. The top 20. 20. Comic Edition Straxus. I knew this is going to end up on the list as it's the Galvatron mold but with a melee weapon, making him perfect for the role of Steve in the Minecraft movie, and that makes everything better. This is as good, if not better, than Galvatron and looks menacing. I can't believe we got a great Straxus before a great Megatron, his nemesis. Despite what I said about Flame, Straxus just makes it. 19. Legacy United Quake. I knew I would like this, but not as much as I do. I love Target Masters, my favourite G1 gimmick over Power/God Masters. And Quake is a double Target Master, so of course I like him. His tank does kind of let him down, but the robot is absolutely gorgeous. 18. Legacy United Cyberverse Universe Slipstream. She isn't as good as Windblade, but I can't help but prefer her. She's not what I had wanted from a Slipstream, as I'd love a Voyager, but for now, she'll do. She has so many issues being a repaint, but that's for the collaborative review on her. 17. SS86 Bumblebee. He is so small and cute and chubby. I love this idiot. His plastic feels absolutely fantastic, and he has his gun and no parts forming. Finally. I'm glad that he is easy to find, but I still haven't seen him on shelves yet. He's what I think everyone needs to add to the collection, even if you have the Netflix version. 16. SS86 Springer. This is basically on here because of his character in Void Rivals. I love the parental/guardian type of characters, so I leaned towards Springer as soon as I read the issues he was in. Plus, I love his cocky character in the 86 movie. It may be a retool of the Siege figure, but he's far better and a well-needed update. 15. Legacy United Dino King. I kept seeing nothing but complaints about the core Dinobots due to the lack of articulation and no feet in combined mode, so I was not expecting this to be much better. This was got due to my love for the Japanese series, but I fell in love with the new Dino Force instantly. The individual bots are just as fun as the combiner. Evan Brooks truly cooked with this. 14. Legacy United Cannonball. I have really enjoyed the Star Raiders line this year and was so tempted to put the entire line in this place, but I could only put one, so it was easy. Cannonball. He is absolutely fantastic and the best use of the skids mold. I need to thicken the wheel peg as my left wheel falls off easily, but I'm so happy they still included the interchangeable weapons and shoulder cannons. This is one of the best reuses Hasbro has ever done. 13. Legacy United Gears. I don't know what else to say about Gears that hasn't already been said, as this is just one of the best deluxes of all time, and it's Gears, Mr. Grumpy Arse. But he's my second favourite G1 character after Rumble, my beloved dickhead. This is a great figure, and you should all get him. 12. Legacy United Sandstorm. This is an outstanding triple changer, and probably my favourite they've ever done. This would have made top 10 if the chest didn't always try and come untapped. Each transformation is absolutely brilliant. And the helicopter is probably only beaten by Studio Series Blackout. It's a phenomenal leader that feels like it's actually worth the price. 11. Legacy United Armada Universe Tidal Wave. A Titan not making my top 10? He was so close, but it's just that I don't have the time to mess with a massive hunk of plastic like I used to. He's the best Titan I've messed with though. The alt mode is an actual thing and it's a boat. We need more boats right now, so Hasbro, when is broadside happening? Plus, this figure got me a lot of attention, so there's that. 10. Legacy United Energon Universe Megatron. Starting off the top 10 with a controversial opinion, a core of an Energon character, above figures like ASS 86 Swoop or United Tigerhawk. I know, the horrors. But you see, I enjoy Energon, especially Demolisher and his moral ambiguity, so of course he's made the list. I can't put him down, I've messed with him so much this year. 9. HasLab Deathsaurus. This could have made the top 5, maybe even the top 3, but due to its chrome, I worry about challenging him, so I barely mess with him. He's definitely better than Victory Saber, but I do prefer Saber. Deathsaurus is a marvellous figure that sits atop his throne overlooking Dino King, Double Clouder / Dealer and Squeeze Place / Cancer. I love his massive sword too. He looks like a demon kid wielding it. It's beautiful. 8. Animated Retgar. This is my favourite animated Voyager. As I mentioned on Blue Sky in my review of the figure. He just keeps bringing a smile to my face. His head is an old telly. He's full of personality, voiced by Weird Al. He turns into a bin lorry. This is the pinnacle of Wyatt's designs. 7. Animated Breakdown. I already love the Rodimus Minor mold, so repainting it to be a member of my favourite combiner team, this was a no-brainer for me to enjoy. And it is 1/5 of my holy grail. He wasn't the only bot config I ended up with this year, but it's my favourite. I still can't believe I own him, especially for the price I paid for him. 6. Legacy United Prime Universe Thundertron. I had no intention of getting him, he never interested me, but a trip to Worlds Apart in Liverpool always ends with money being spent, and him and Tigerhawk were the victims of that. I can't explain why I enjoy him as much as I do, but I keep going back to this figure. Heck, I bought the Leader Redeco, sold this version, and then regretted it that I bought it back and now I own both. This mold is just incredible. 5. Legacy United Beast Wars Neo Universe Magmatron. I mean, who had a new Magmatron on the bingo card? This came out of nowhere, revealed at the end of 23 with no leaks other than an illustration on the United poster. This is my favourite non-SS commander. He is a massive bot with 3 dino modes. He's a combiner and a glorified headmaster. This is how you do a commander-sized commander. 4. Legacy United Animated Universe Optimus Prime. This is the figure that tipped me over the edge into collecting the entire run of original TFA figures. It is a love letter to animated fans, incorporating details from the original deluxe figure and even the interior of the fire engine from the show. 3. Robots in Disguise 2001 Optimus Prime. This was so close to being my top figure of the year, but 1 and 2 just kept coming to mind. This is the best non-Generations Optimus that I have handled. He is a massive fire engine. I preferred Alt Mode for Optimus. The first try at the vehicle mode Optimus is the Power Master, and I don't think much can beat it. Plus, without this Optimus combining with his trailer, I doubt we'd have had the surge that we had in the 2000s. 2. Animated Megatron. This figure makes any other Megatron like a peasant to a king. The pure presence of this beast is unmatched. Not even the TLK Voyager can compete. The way he had modern articulation for a figure of the late 2000s made this feel like a masterpiece. I'm so glad I had this as a child and bought it again this year, and it's absolutely incredible. 1. SS86 Optimus Prime. Yeah, basic choice, but it's absolutely perfect. Don't need any more G1 style Primes with this behemoth about. He is what the Studio Series line is all about, creating the perfect versions of the characters featured in the series. This is what the 40th anniversary needed, as it felt like a true event. This is also the first and only modern Transformers figure that my dad has picked up for himself, so it must be good. And he has his white legs. Finally. Now come on, Hasbro. Give me a Megatron of this quality, as the Siege one is shit. And that has been my look at my favourite figures of 2024. 2025 is going to be a crazy year. We are getting the Age of the Primes, which is a line that I'm so going fully in on. We're getting 86 Devastator and rumours of a Megatron. And I'm off to Japan in June, coming back just in time for TF Nation. I have been Jinxed, and this has been my look at my top figures of 2024. Don't forget to check my bookouts, links will be in the description, and I will see you when we next take a look at another character from the franchise we all love.